Hey, watching that game last night, some Leaf thoughts, some playoff thoughts, toughness at the end. Obviously, Florida smacked Edmonton down, reminiscent of a couple of Leaf losses. Edmonton's a good team. They should bounce back. Whether you lose 6-1, 2-1, you lost. Time to regroup. But toughness, Florida, man, they're so tough. Again, Bennett with his 14th. Again, Marner doesn't have 14 playoff goals in his whole career. This guy's going to get paid. What a warrior. Guys at the end. At least Frederick trying to get something started. Nurse dropping the gloves. Good for Edmonton, but Florida, they're tough guys. Showed up at the end. Gadjevic, Greer, Ekblad all over McDavid. Nurse dropping the gloves. Like, what a team Florida is. And I read this crazy stat this morning, and I wish we had this in Toronto. Obviously, we don't, but the Listerainen, Lundell, Marchand line is plus 43 in the playoffs. That is one wild stat. The other crazy stat I read this morning is Florida's the most cap efficient team in the NHL. That means depth. Now, all of their stars chose to play there. All their stars chose less money, less scrutiny. When Reinhardt's not scoring in the playoffs, he took $8 million. You can't get so mad at him. Uh, Barkov and Tkachuk have 1 point in this series so far, but Florida's winning 2-1. It's crazy, crazy the depth they have, crazy the toughness they have. I wish we could bring that to Toronto somehow. Every fucking guy wants every last dollar here, and then they get upset and go cry home to mommy when they get a little scrutiny because they didn't show up. Like, it's coming up, Marner. You can be a hero, stay for a good salary, $12 million, like Rantanen, or be a shithead, leave, go for the most money, but that's gonna follow you forever. Chasing the buck and underperforming in the playoffs is going to follow you forever. At least in Florida, you see guys underperforming, but the rest of the lineup is performing. And then all of a sudden, Tkachuk and Barkov will show up and they'll win another Stanley Cup, and we'll be trying to figure out why nobody went after Bennett when he crushed our number one goalie, and why we're paying fourth line guys $2 million to slap the puck out of the glass. Anyway, those are my thoughts after yesterday. Take care, everyone.